continue to promote a demonstrably false narrative is alarming. The findings of the special counsel conclusively refute your past and present assertions and have exposed you as having abused your position to knowingly promote false information, having damaged the integrity of this committee and undermined the faith in the United States government and its institutions. Your actions, both past and present, are incompatible with your duty as chairman of this committee, which alone in the House of Representatives has the obligation and authority to provide effective oversight of the U.S. intelligence community. As such, we have no faith in your ability to discharge your duties in a manner consistent with your constitutional responsibility and urge your...
Hey everyone, welcome back to Congress Every Day. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a hot topic like this one. Today, we've got some explosive drama happening within the House Intelligence Committee, and it's all about Adam Schiff and calls for his resignation. The GOP is making major moves, accusing Schiff of undermining the integrity of the committee. So, let's dive right into it. Have signed a letter demanding that Adam Schiff step down. They accuse Schiff of promoting the narrative that the Trump campaign colluded with Russia during the 2016 election.
Hey, you're back.
Without objection, I'm going to turn to our witnesses who are the subject of the hearing today, but before I do, and as you have chosen, instead of addressing the hearing to simply attack
This one's
me,
a real political showdown you won't want to miss. All right, let's kick things off. All 9 Republican members of the House Intelligence Committee have just signed a letter demanding Adam Schiff's resignation as chairman. Now, why are they calling for his resignation? It all centers around one key issue: Schiff's promotion of the Russia collusion narrative against Trump during the 2016 election. Even after the Mueller report cleared the former president, Schiff has...
consistent with the president's attacks, I do want to respond in this way. My colleagues may think it's okay that the Russians offered dirt on the Democratic candidate for president as part of what was described as the Russian government's effort to help the Trump campaign. You might think that's okay. My colleagues might think it's okay that when that was offered to the son of the president, who had a pivotal role in the campaign, that the president's son did not call the FBI. He did not adamantly refuse.
Schiff has continued to fuel this claim, and the Republicans aren't happy about it. The Republicans say that Schiff's actions have seriously undermined the credibility of the House Intelligence Committee. They argue that by continuing to push a narrative that has already been disproven, Schiff has damaged public trust in U.S. government institutions. His actions, according to them, are incompatible with his duties as chairman of the committee that's supposed to provide effective oversight of U.S. intelligence. Text on screen: undermining trust in U.S. institutions.
And this foreign help? No, instead that son said that he would love the help of the Russians. You might think it's okay that he took that meeting. You might think it's okay that Paul Manafort, the campaign chair, someone with great experience in running campaigns, also took that meeting. You might think it's okay that the president's son-in-law also took that meeting. You might think it's okay that they concealed it from the public. You might think it's okay that their only disappointment after that meeting was that the dirt they received on Hillary Clinton wasn't better.
And this isn't just a few Republican voices. All 9 GOP members on the committee signed this letter making their stance clear. But Schiff is standing firm. So what's next? Let's talk about the letter's key points. Despite the pressure, Schiff isn't backing down. He's defending his position, arguing that even if the actions of the Trump campaign weren't criminal, they were immoral, unethical, and could have been corrupt. He points to key events like the infamous Trump Tower meeting and Paul Manafort's connections to Russian oligarchs as proof that...
You might think that's okay. You might think it's okay that when it was discovered a year later that they lied about that meeting and said it was about adoptions. You might think it's okay that the president is reported to have helped dictate that lie. You might think that's okay. I don't. You might think it's okay that the campaign chairman of a presidential campaign would offer information about that campaign to a Russian oligarch in exchange for money or debt forgiveness. You might think that's okay. I don't. You might think it's okay that that campaign chairman offered polling data, campaign polling data to someone linked to Russian intelligence. I don't think that's okay.
As proof that something fishy was going on. Text on screen. Schiff defends his position. Schiff insists that this isn't just about legal violations, it's about the integrity of the election process itself. He believes these actions could have compromised the American political system. But is it enough to justify his stance when the Mueller report clearly cleared Trump? That's the big question here. Now, leading the charge against Schiff is Congressman Conway from Texas. He's been vocal about Schiff's refusal to action. Despite the Mueller report clearing Trump, Schiff has kept pushing this narrative. Republicans argue that Schiff's actions have undermined the committee's integrity. They're accusing him of abusing his position to promote false information. Congressman Conway from Texas is leading the charge against Schiff. Conway called out Schiff for ignoring the Mueller report findings, yet Schiff still refuses to let go of the narrative that the Trump campaign was involved in a Russia plot. Republicans believe Schiff's narrative could damage to acknowledge the findings of the Mueller report, which essentially debunked the whole Russia collusion theory. Conway is particularly upset that Schiff has continued to push this narrative despite the evidence being laid out. So, it's clear that the tension in the House Intelligence Committee is building up. At the heart of this issue is more than just Adam Schiff's position. This showdown raises serious questions about the role of the House Intelligence Committee, its credibility, and how it oversees intelligence operations in the U.S. With the committee's authority on the line, the ongoing battle over Schiff's leadership could have long-lasting effects on how this crucial committee operates. So where does this leave us? Will Schiff step down or will he hold his ground? Only time will tell. As the conflict over Schiff's leadership continues, one thing is for sure. This is just the beginning of a political drama that could shape the future of the House Intelligence Committee. What do you think? Do you believe Schiff should step down, or is he right to continue pushing his narrative?